mateeka okulaba nti ensonga eno tugifuulira ddala ya mulamwa. Kuba bagezaako okuteekawo obuntuntu awo ne bateekawo kano akabali gavumenti ne bateekawo kali eno ensonga tugiveeko tetugenda givaako. Kuba nsonga nkulu ensonga ey'okutulugunya mwana wa muntu olw'okubanga akuwakanya n'omukwata n'omutwalayo mu Kyemba n'omukubakuba muzze mubalaba Maseeka Kakweza n'abalala. Oli n'akwata magalo n'atandika okusuna nga gy'obunyama ku mubiri gw'omuntu. Bannange muli bisolo mwe temuli bantu, temulina musaayi. Ate bwe tubyogerako nti nedda tebyogerako twogere ku birala tetugenda kusirika. Ensonga zino tugenda ziremerako paka. Era twagala okukubiriza bannayuganda yonna gye muli ensonga eno tugirekera kulembeze bokka, tugirekedde paalamenti, local governments, bameeya, bakansala, district chairpersons naki fenna nga bannayuganda. Kuba ekikola ekyo noba ng'oli wa NRM kiba kikuswaza naawe. Toyinza kwewaana nti kasitooyo wa N.U.P bamusiseko obunyama nga bakozesa amagalo nga naawe oli muntu. So tugamba nti fenna ensonga eno tugiseeko essira, oba oliwa ogwawa oba oliwa ggwanga ki. Era njagala twagala okwebaza ffe nga N.U.P akulembeze bwe tuwulidde boogera ku nsonga zino juzi mu makanisa, mu makereziya, abakulembeze b'amadiini nga boogera ku nsonga zino. Twagala okubeebaza mu mizikiti, mu Lwokutaano naki tubeebaza. Era tusaba n'abalala ensonga eno tugifuulire ddala ensonga enkulu ennyo, ensonga ey'obulamu. Eno ensonga si ya N.U.P, nsonga ya Uganda. So yonna gy'oli, oba oli mukulembeze mu bino ebya politics, oba oli mukulembeze mu nsonga ez'eddiini, oba oli mukulembeze mu nsonga ez'ennono, oba oli bano ba elite mu sekita, buli munnayuganda yonna gy'oli ng'olina platform. Ensonga eno fenna tugigaane nti nedda tususse bwe tulina okukoma. Tetuyinza sigala nga tulabanga eggwanga lyaffe abantu babatulugunya, babayisa bwe bati, babatta nga tusirize. Nedda. Mu 2022 2022 nga tukyakola bino nedda. So tugamba nti ffenna ensonga eno tugifuule nga nsonga yasimba, tukirekera bukulembeze bokka ffenna kubanga enkya kiyinza okutuuka ku ggwe, kiyinza okutuuka ku muganda wo oba omuntu yenna ne bwaba nga tumumanyi naye munnayuganda muntu munno nolaba nga bamukola bino kikukakatako okubayo n'ogamba nti nedda ekimala. Mwami Museveni manyi yayiga ekyokuwuddisa bannayuganda n'ensi yonna, ebirala byonna bimulema okukola ku byobulamu, ku byenjigiriza naki, n'ekyokuwuddisa ekyo kyo yakikugukamu. Era mujjukira omwaka oguwedde omwezi gwa August yavaayo n'agenda ku TV neekaza n'azoola amaaso. Omanyi waliwo emyaka gy'otuukako nga kiba kikuswaza naawe okutuula awo n'okanula amaaso n'otandika okulimbalimba abantu ng'oli serious. Yagenda ku TV n'agakanula neyeekaza n'agamba nti kakati mmwe abali mu uniform, apoliisi, abamilitare, ezina okutulugunya abantu. N'agamba mu bigambo bye nti teri alina lukusa kutulugunya muntu yenna. N'ayongerako n'agamba n'okugamba nti tolina na kuboggolera abantu, nga n'ekyokubakuba okivuddeko, tubaboggolera na baboggolera. Naye wayiseewo mbale abantu n'olaba engeri gye babayisa, babasikako obunyama ku mibiri ne magalo, babakubakuba. Kakati Mwami Museveni bw'obanga ensonga eno yakukwatako nnyo nga bw'ovaayo n'oyogera, lwaki bikyagenda mu maaso kaakano we twogerera? Bw'ebanga ensonga eno yakukwatako nnyo, lwaki tetunalaba abasibibwa? Kubanga abantu bano babadde mu mikono gy'amajeego ne mutabani w'omubuuzi. Lwaki tetunalaba muntu yenna akangavulwa? Kubanga babata ng'alina ne poliisi bond, ekikulaga nti abadde mu mikono gyabwe. Lwaki tetunalaba nga bakangavulwa? So kyongera ffe tugamba nti bannayuganda ffenna gye tuli ensonga eno tetugibuusa maaso. Tugamba nti oyo wa N.U.P, nze ndi wa kibiina gundi, oba siina na kibiina kyengwamu, oli munnayuganda, oli muntu. Ensonga eno ebekukwatako. Ffe nga N.U.P tulina bye tuzze tulaba Yetugamba nti nedda kino kikyamu. Tulina bannaffe abaana abato bambi abagenda okuyiiya mu nsi ez'enjawulo, Saudi Arabia, Oman n'awalala. Era bw'ogenda ku kisaawe ky'ennyonyi olunaku lwonna wali wa wiiki owa wiikendi osangayo naddala okusingira ddala abawala abato nga balinnya ennyonyi bagenda mu mawanga gano okuyiiya okukola emirimu egy'enjawulo. Ate ng'abaana bano munaye toyinza kubanenya kubanga baali agadde okukolera wano mu ggwanga lyabwe nga bali wano. Abamu ku bo bambi nakaweere yakazaala akaana wana buto tebunnakula naye talina kyakubuliza n'agamba waayi kagende njiye kubanga lwebeera nabo wano kujja kunfaamu nga sirina kyenbuliisa. So tebavaawo nti baabeeyagalidde naye lwa mbeera tebagenda okuyiiya. Naye mu kugenda okuyiiya eyo gye bayiiza bayisibwa bubi. Ate ng'abantu bano basigala bannayuganda. Toyinza gamba nti gavumenti bano abantu bavudde mu mikono gyo bagenze mu mawanga ag'enjawulo. Bannayuganda obalinako obuvunaanyizibwa, basasula omusolo, bali batulugunyizibwa, babakuba, babajjako documents zaabwe bakama baabwe ne bawamba zi passport ne bakwatako byonna byonna n'abiwamba. Kati awo n'atandika okumiyisa engeri gy'ayagala yonna yonna. Wiiki eno ewedde twalaba omukyala ayitibwa Judith Nakintu n'emyaka 38 nga maama alina abaana 5 balabirira nga single mother. Nagaka ngende njiyiza abaana bano agenda Saudi Arabia. Naye bakama be bamutwala ne bajjamu kidney ensigo. Era omukyala ono kugamba omulaba sayidi emu yafa eri paralyzed yonna. Tasobola kwogera bulungi, tasobola kutambula nga tebamuwaniridde. Ate abasawo bagakyalubeerera kiri permanent agenda sigala bwakyo. Kakati gwe ne weefumbafumba nti gavumenti bano si bannayuganda tebikwatako. Bangi n'okufa bafudde. Era tuzze tubiraba waliwo omukyala ayitibwa Zaituni Zawedde. Ono yafiiriddeyo Saudi Arabia mu ngeri etategeerekeka. Famire ye basigala bagibuzaabuza kino ne kiri. Naye ng'omwana waabwe attiddwa. Kakati bano bannayuganda lwaki tubasaako siga? Mu palamenti tuzze tubyogerako era n'akakiiko waliwo akakiiko akatambuza ensonga zino. Naye tugamba nti nedda ensonga eno teweebeddwa attention ebala. Tugamba nti bano bannayuganda tebatuuse nti eggwanga lyabwe tebalyagala. Nedda tewali mirimu wano, bagenze eyo okuyiiya basigala bannayuganda. Kakati buddawo ne weefumba nti oli gavumenti. Lwaki temukwatagana ne gavumenti bannammwe eri okulaba nti bano bannayuganda bano bannansi abajja eyo tebatuluguzibwa? Era bwe kituukawo nga bwe kiti mukozeewo kyo kulaba nti ekiddamu kubeerawo. Kale tuyinza nagamba abaana bano nti amulekeraawo ogenda mu nsi zino bagenda kuyiiya kubanga tetubatereddewo mirimu gino wano. So eno ensonga nkulu era tugamba nti twagala okulaba ebikolwa ebitaasa bannansi bano abagenze mu nsi ez'enjawulo okuyiiya. I want to thank you for listening to me. Let me now invite our Deputy President in charge of Northern Region to come and address us. You welcome, Mama.
People power, our power,
People power,
N.U.P,
everywhere,
and everywhere,
N.U.P,
Oritia,
Oriyo,
Oritia,
Oriyo,
yes, Oriyo. Your Excellency, the Deputy President, N.U.P, Central Region, and also the Leader of Opposition in the Parliament, the Members of Parliament here present, the district chairpersons from the various districts, the district mayors, the district speakers, the presidents from the different institutions of learning, and the delegation of the generation now from Chiambogo. Yes, you gave me a lot of hope. the councillors here present, and Chief General. I have special attachment to you since 11th of November, when I was incarcerated with men. We decided to camp at the police, surrounded by military. Thank you so much. And of course the media, those who are brave and you are here present. Today is a day we are showing power, not lamenting. We are not. I totally want to associate with the previous speakers. Brilliant, brilliant moves, brilliant moves. Our default. You know, we were taken for granted that, you know, these ones, when we go, we will buy them, we will do what, we will intimidate, we will... Lo and behold, we are their worst nightmares. To the extent, I want to share with you, even the EU delegation today has released a very powerful statement condemning the torture, calling for the... That is not coming from nothing. It is the pressure. It is the pressure. God, my people. Because that is what they have now confessed, that the nine countries have confessed that, one, they take note of the rampant... In fact, why am I struggling? Let me even read it direct, very briefly. It's a very brief statement. It starts by saying that the delegation of the European Union issues the following statement together with the diplomatic missions of Austria, Belgium, Denmark, France, Germany, Ireland, Italy, the Netherlands, and Sweden in Uganda. They acknowledge that during the recently concluded Universal Periodic Review, which happened on the 27th, and Uganda was the case, in Switzerland, the Uganda Human Rights Commission did present on the torture in human conditions, the abuse of human rights in Uganda, detention, abduction. I'm wondering whether this is still one of, you know, the leader of EU. Remember last year, he even went and dined and posted. So when I read this data today, I decided to put it on Twitter. And taking a reflection, our pressure, I want to congratulate and thank the leader of opposition with the parliamentarians. You moved, you shook the world. You have made a statement that do not take us for granted. You are demanding for the implementation of the commitments of our constitution and the global commitments. The unconditional release of the scores of people arrested, others are 15 years old, but specifically, of course, our members of parliament. Thank you so, so much. And today, the councillors coming from all over with your leadership, with the chairpersons, and committing to take it to the grassroots, to take it in action. What more powerful thing do we want to see? This is very powerful. This is so, so, so powerful. So we associate with that. And we congratulate you for taking those bold decisions, because it is also at your own risk. However, you are very bold leaders. We are very proud of you. I want to recognize and congratulate the elected N.U.P leaders from northern Uganda who may not be here present, especially the speaker of, he's called Okello Jerry, from Chere Town Council in Serere District. I was in solidarity with them yesterday on phone, and they are very solid. They sent you greetings and also their commitments. I want to congratulate the Deputy Speaker, who is the woman of Kamwokya on N.U.P ticket. We have so many. We have so many. And they're really vibrant under conditions where this regime thought they would buy them. They stood at, among others, with relatives and those sponsored by ministers. But they beat, hands down, this sponsored or penalty candidates. So Northern is very solid, very solid. I still reaffirm, we have never voted. He has continuously either bought or militarized. You saw it replicated in Kayunga. That is what happened. Okay? So we are very solid, and we know it's just a matter of a few days, because when we see him in total disrespect for judiciary, you have seen it. I don't need to take you there. He has totally disrespected and disregarded and continues the judiciary. But those are the kicks of a dying horse. I stated it one time and I will state it again. Those are panic buttons. Now even EU is also placing panic buttons. I love the move we are taking, because we are a people power. We are N.U.P. We have the people on our side. We have time on our side. We have the energy on our side. We have the resolve. We cannot be bought. We cannot be intimidated. That is the people. Okay? And so I want to very, very briefly, in the interest of time, associate with what our spokesperson said about the forced labor, modern day slavery, and the sale of organs. And in a special way, to say that N.U.P and other positions have a space. They have created actually a space, especially N.U.P, led by N.U.P. And it is under Uganda is Bleeding. Every Tuesday we let these girls speak. Horrific experiences. There's an app actually now developed, and they were able to have them log in, and every day, even just as I'm speaking, one is just landing in a table. So we're able to locate these people. And that is power to these women and the young men who are sold, which government sells their people. Because of the pressure you put. Betty Amongin, the minister, had to fly to Dubai because we now have so much evidence of blatant sale of human beings and their parts, our children, women younger than boys and young men. So we have taken that action to enable them to speak out. We are documenting those realities. There's an app developed for that. I will share the contact, and I want to commend a team led by one King Asher, who is giving it all to ensure that these girls and these men and young women, they do not dismiss in oblivion. They will be accounted for, and they are going to be accounted for. Well, the prisoners of conscience, I heard about the father of Masete. 15th of this month, we are supposed to be going back. I want to thank the team that was there with us in the military court martial, and it is our prayer that they will be released accordingly. We do not, because the pressure is really a lot right now. And also the team, Olivia, yes, you were there present, yes. We spoke with Olivia, I went inside to give them hope. We totally condemn your illegal detention today. We will work, we will do whatever it takes to ensure that you regain your freedom. And the scores of others, I saw this one who is about 15 years old. Then I finally want to end by being in solidarity with those who were arrested last week when they were expressing their constitutional right of solidarity. Honorable, yeah? Yes, the KCCA leaders, we will definitely ensure that you gain your freedom, because you you have not committed any crime, you haven't. So we'll ensure that all that is done. And today we hail all of you. We celebrate your bravery, we celebrate your resilience, and we will definitely see that everybody, every prisoner of conscience gains their freedom. So let us scale up our pressure. Let's scale up the pressure. Let us drive this pressure at all levels. Let us demystify the fear and continue to demystify it, because that's what we stand for. Until every Ugandan is free to be who they are by choice and not by chance and not by buying and not by militarization. We are in solidarity, Uganda. And we are definitely delivering the new Uganda. This is the commitment. Thank you so much. Because I see all the energy, I see all the resolve. So why should I doubt? Even if I was Thomas, I will not need to push my hand in this video because I have seen it. So thank you so much. We are here in solidarity and we are here to take action. A poem I take. Our default. In the interest of time, I know from me, from Northern Uganda, even from people, they will speak and understand English. So thank you so much. And on that note, I take this very rare opportunity and honor to invite a person who inspires me so much. The leader of opposition in practice. The leader of opposition in practice. As I speak, somebody confessed and said, that has been the best leader, and we are just to see that there is somebody actually in the option. I give that in confidence, holding my rosary, because I'm not that lady.
My dear sister, the Honorable Reader, I'm so humbled by your very kind comments. The party spokesperson, colleagues, members of parliament, the mayor for Kawem and chairperson, interim chairperson of N.U.P local government leaders, the DO team, our friends, the councillors at various levels, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be very brief. I have the honor of representing the President at this press conference to communicate and give emphasis to a few issues highlighted here. On the whole, I've been ably represented by the wide-ranging commentary from the previous speakers, but I'll give emphasis on 2 or 3 issues. First of all, I would like to appreciate the local government leaders on the N.U.P ticket that have today come out to join the rest of the leaders in buttressing the call for an end to the nonsense of torture, forced disappearances, kidnaps, murder, and all those evils. I normally share with colleagues in the parliament that we are the choice of the people. And when you're the people's choice, you can only act for and on behalf of the people. And the space rent to us by the people is no space for lamentation, it's space for action on their behalf. And today, the European government leaders have given us extra impetus and energy to say that we are not alone in this endeavor. Thank you so much. Very true. We stamped our presence in the local governments. And when these local governments rise and say, we are joining in taking action, indeed, even our biggest daughter will feel us present. And we want to join you in and what you have said and committed to, that again is not about elected leaders. It's about our commonality as humans. It's about our sensibility as human beings. It's about our lives. It's about posterity. It's not about even today. That all of us today in solidarity say this is an affront on our civilization as Ugandans, and therefore we must rise together to stop it. And that space is a preserve for now for leaders with a voice. That voice should not fizzle. It must be loud. It must be unequivocal. And I want to thank you, Mayor, and your team from Kamwokya for joining this cry. Tomorrow, as members of Parliament, we shall address a press conference in the members' lounge to announce the next action. So I invite you, members of Parliament, tomorrow to communicate the next action. Yesterday, for those of you who are keen, must have witnessed the happenings in Mbale at some action called Hesita. Really another affront on common sense. And you could see N.U.P staring at himself and his daughter-in-law to disguise the son sitting next to him, who is the commander of land forces and the one commanding torture and disappearance of citizens. We are here to remind them that they will not get away with this. They will not get away with this. As the Honorable Joe observed, we are waiting to see people aligned in the courts to answer to this cruelty. Yesterday but one, I saw the head of the judiciary complaining about the fact that the judiciary is under attack. And I want to join him in saying that the judiciary should not be attacked, but the judiciary should not be silent. That's the invitation. As long as the judiciary is not pro-people, and as long as the judiciary allows itself to join the dictator in entertaining matters before them of tortured citizens, they will be a subject of attack and the subject. That I must inform His Lordship the Chief Justice that he has a duty to call out his team to be pro-people. What kind of judge can entertain a matter where a person before them cannot even sit, cannot even respond to the charges, and you say they should be remanded? I want to warn, we shall definitely, I want to lead the attack of the judiciary until that stops. We cannot allow the judiciary to work and support acts of torture that the one Queens has brought before a judicial officer, unable to speak, unable to stand, and you entertain that, and you have not had that judicial officer under charge for abuse of their space, because judicial space is expressed for and on behalf of the people. Judicial power obtained from the people, and therefore the people must be respected. So I want to sound a warning to the CJ that please, US duty, the jury is out there for you to show that you are actually in charge. You'll have our support. Secondly, we as a party, of course we have made the biggest noise about disappearances. And when we asked Parliament to close and join us, perhaps the feeling was that this was about the opposition. Unfortunately for all of us, the country is under siege. And I want to stand here and invite all citizens to rise up and oppose the military under N.U.P wanting to usurp the powers of the people. Everywhere, every citizen must reject anybody speaking and on behalf of this regime from exercising their presence wherever they are. Demand for them for an explanation. Don't even give them seats at funerals. Don't give them space in churches and mosques until they are asking for space to explain where they stand in the face of an attack on our civilization. And all of us are saying, no, this cannot continue. I would like to also stand here and appreciate our different stakeholders. I have seen a statement from the US Embassy. I have seen a statement from the European Union. We want to applaud them, but we are asking of them not to end with the statements. They must join us in taking action. Uganda is not a closed shop. Uganda is part and parcel of commitments to the sanctity of human rights and the sanctity of human life. And if sections of Ugandan leaders are abusing these commitments, they must be called out. And if we believe that the US and other partners will sustain this regime are calling them out, we are waiting for action, including more sanctions. The oppressors of our people are known. People were picked from their homes, their workplaces, and tortured. You are aware, you said Kakwenza, he told me he's aware of where he was tortured from, by SFC. Don't we know the commanders of SFC? So it is that General Museveni doesn't know the commanders of SFC. That doesn't know the commanders of CMI. That doesn't know who commands in Buya military barracks, where Masareka and others were tortured to near death. So whoever does not come out is part of the problem, and we have been with you as part and parcel of the connivance or to try and abuse our sanctity and our dignity as human beings. So we want to join you, local government leaders, in making further demands, and we're not about to relent. What we are waiting for is your actions. I am not going to ask you which actions. You have enough competence to roll out your actions. We shall embrace them enemies, wherever they will be and when they come out. Finally, about Ugandans that are being enslaved in the Arab world and other places. My shadow minister for gender, Honorable Fortunate, is rolling Nantongo, the one N.U.P for Chotera, is rolling out, is heading a team of 3 to investigate the complaints from citizens. So we expect her report in 3 weeks. But while we are investigating out the opposition, we want to demand out. Most of the complaints are about the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I'm not trying to cause a diplomatic flaw, but the Kingdom has a presence in Uganda, and we have not had them speak out on where they stand on these complaints, and very clear evidence of killings, of organ extraction. We would like to demand of the Kingdom to come out and commit and inform Ugandans of where they stand. The people talked about and agencies operate in their jurisdiction. We have not had them visit victims or their families. Do they condone this? Are they planning to compensate these victims and their families? Is their silence an act of tacit approval? So we are calling out the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to make their position very clear to citizens. We are very respectful of their presence. We want them to commit and comment about where they stand on these. They're not actual allegations. In my constituency, I attended a burial of one of the girls that actually was killed. So it's not a rumor. My team in cabinet has visited victims, and they clearly know where these acts took place. So where does this kingdom stand? Probably the Ugandan government is accustomed to torture and killings, so it's not a shock for them. But with due respect to the kingdom of Saudi Arabia, we want to hear from them. Where are they? We respect their sovereignty, but we demand that that sovereignty enjoins them to respect human dignity and human life. So we are calling them out to state where they stand in these acts of torture. So is it normal in their jurisdiction to extract organs? We have heard of donors of organs, and that process is medical, and there is consent. So is it normal for them that people that go to work in their territories are forced and killed with a view of extracting organs from them to their benefit? Is it a trade that is sanctioned in their jurisdiction so that we can know how to deal with them? So we demand for a statement unequivocal as to where they stand. Otherwise, this lunacy must stop. Thank you so much.